we've leveled out all of our boxes, and now we're gonna go in and get them filled up. Now what we do with our raised beds is we create what's called a Hugelkultur. And by doing that, we put big logs in here, and then those logs actually help to retain water and will keep our soil wet even during the driest parts of summer. So we'll fill the bottom with logs that have kind of started to break down somewhat, and then we will top that off with some, we usually use cow manure, but since the cow isn't over here yet and we don't have that, we're going to use some, what are we using? Just dirt? Let's use some of that stuff from the burn pile, we're going to use some of the ash and from where we burnt some of the brush piles in the winter. We're going to put some of that in there, and then we'll top it off with our good dirt that we have from our raised beds that we brought with us. So we're gonna get that in, and then really the beds are ready for planting. So if you want to learn more about Hugelkulturs, I did a video last spring when we were setting them up and talked about how to build the whole Hugelkultur and the benefits of it. The main benefits are that your soil warms up before the ground temperature does, so you're able to plant earlier. The Hugelkulturs hold water because the logs hold water in them, which helps to keep your soil moister, and so you're not having to water as often. And in those hot, dry months, it also will help your plants retain water. And we really have been pleased with raised beds and the way we've done them with the Hugelkultur style. So let's get these beds filled up. So you can see this is the wood that we had in our old boxes. Well, these boxes that we're putting up. And you can see where that wood had already started breaking down over years. So that's really good. It's gonna hold a lot of water. So we wanna make sure to get those in the bottom of the big boxes. So these are our Hugelkulturs that for our raised beds. We piled all this wood in the bottom. You top it, so we're using, this is some ash where we burnt a brush pile this winter. And so we're gonna spread that out really well.
Oh, don't hit me.
Then we'll add in dirt, and the final layer we'll mix in some compost. And this is what we're gonna be planting in. So the purpose of the Hugelkultur is that it helps retain water. So these logs can hold 10 times their weight in water, which will help in dry periods. Our bed will stay nice, and the soil will stay nice and moist.
Oh, so
it also helps to fill in the space, so we're not filling this entire thing with dirt. So this is a 4x8 bed.
don't hit me anything, just back up. The dirt is stuck.
Something I planted last year. I'm trying to decide what it is. Look, I've got some cilantro growing. So because this is dirt that we had at our old house, some stuff in the dirt has sprouted anyway. So we have cilantro there. I put a bunch of cilantro here. And so the roots are really long on it. I just went on and just stuck it in there and it'll just keep growing. Cilantro does really great in the spring and the fall, so I'm excited to see how that will do.
What's
and then
cilantro?
What is cilantro? It's an herb, and we use it we put it in guacamole. It's good in salsa, any like Mexican dishes.
Is it ready to be picked?
I mean, you can pick a piece off and eat it right now. Cilantro is a heavy metal detoxifier. Well, I'm excited that we got my bed started filling up here. We were able to get the Hugelkultur started so we can start planting some things.
Tomatoes.
Not yet. It's a little bit too cold still for tomatoes. But we'll start things like beets, and we'll do some lettuces and spinach.
Cucumbers?
Not yet. Radishes. We need to go and get potatoes in if we're going to plant potatoes this year too.
Ooh, potatoes.
Yeah. And there's some herbs like cilantro you could start. It likes the cool weather, so.
What about lettuce?
Yep, lettuce is another one. Yep, spinach. Kale.
Kale, yes.
Yep.
Abby, one time we were swimming in our swimming pool, and Abby got out the pool and got some kale and got back in.
Yep, she likes to eat that too. All right, so we've got our work cut out for us. We have lots of planning we can start doing. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you're starting in your gardens right now.
You can even plant dinosaur kale.
Yes.
Really lumpy.
Yes, y'all like the dinosaur kale. And if you're not planting spring crops, what are you going to be planting in summer? Because before you know it, it'll be warm enough to start putting those crops in as well. So thanks for joining us on Cram Farms today. And
a surprise.
Next weekend, hopefully that solar station gets finished. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss all the things coming here at the new Cram Farm.